Hello everybody. This is Alyssa from Menck Arts and Crafts, and today we are here for a sponsor showcase. And this is a little late in the month. I normally try to get these videos out a little bit sooner, but August has been a busy month. It's actually my birthday month, and my birthday is actually on Monday the 24th of this month. So yeah, things have been a little weird because I've been like trying to prep and do things. But anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about the sponsors. I'm going to showcase like what they have from the different shops that are sponsoring us, and a huge shout out and thank you to every single one of these small shops, because it is fantastic to have such awesome support from the community to give back to you guys for the event. So anyways, this right here, we're going to roll right into it. So the first sponsor I'm going to showcase is Creations Morin. So Creations Morin is a they do 3D printed trays. They're also based out of Canada, so all of our Canadian friends, they get a chance to actually not have to pay fees or anything for it. So when you come right to Creations Morin's website right here, you can see they've definitely got trays. They've got putty and pens as well that they do. And they actually have their drills and chills trays and whatnot up already. So that way you guys can, you know, see what you want to get as far as your, sorry about the hair on my screen. There we go. For your drills and chills events. They also have this like fall collection that like I love looking at this. Look at all of these cute trays that we have for fall. I'm very particular on my trays, so I usually don't like a lot of oranges. So for me personally, I do not buy a lot of fall themed stuff just because I'm not a fan of like the orange and yellow, but it's super cute. If that's a colorway that you enjoy, then go for it. See, I go with more of like the pastel color palette. So in the 3D items, you can see here, they've got the trays. They have, the small narrow. I need to try the small narrow. I haven't tried that one yet. They have putty compartment, which you can get as like a free add-on with a putty pack. I can show you guys what that looks like. There's a putty holder. They have diamond painting rulers. They have some popular demand trays. The Be Happy event tray is like the cutest tray ever. I think that is absolutely adorable. And, you know, they've got the Zodiac collection, all the bag organizers, putty organizers, this trinket organizer here. They have a putty holder tower, which is kind of cool. And then of course you've got your drill grinder, you have a mega storage box, so many different options. That's great for like travel. You put little things in there and you can travel. So there's tons of options, as you can see here. We did the legendary Leopard event was back in April timeframe, I want to say. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you have this universal organizer tray, this to have where you've got a pen, putty tray. So there's lots of different options in here. They even have towers for the tray bricks that some people are utilizing. So you have all sorts. You can also get a custom nameplate. You can get display to hold your treasure quest cards. Lots of different options of what you can do. I've thought about potentially getting like the organizer stands, but I don't know how well those would work for how I do my stuff, but very fun. And like so many options. They've got the canvas roller. Here is our event tray, which I think is the cutest thing and turned out so great. And as you can see, we wanted it to have, we went the black because that would stand out and showcase all the different colors of the things that it could be fan art wise, where, you know, you've got TV shows, books, music, films, games, photography stuff, like it could be people, art, music, anything and everything counted for it. We went with the black for the top, but we went, and then like the grid lines to being black and then white for the base, because there's just something about being able to have a white tray that just works out spectacularly. So I have a couple different trays from Creations Morin. I just moved my trays over. I'll show you guys a little bit about what we have. So right off the bat, this right here is the tray from the event, or from the retreat. This is the Crafter's Paradise retreat. So I've been using this one for Fan Art Fest because my tray isn't here yet, and that's because it has, you know, the Disney princess kind of on here, and, you know, that is fan art. So that is that. And then this right here is the putty holder. So these were the latest pack of putties that I had gotten from them, which I got cake batter, ice cream, tropical soda pop, strawberry splash. I have 2 strawberry splashes and a kiwi watermelon. I think I got like a mystery pack where it was like 5 of them that could be in a range of scents. And look, 5 putties fit perfectly right there. I think that's spectacular. So those are a couple of things that you can get from Creations Morin. I do also have some pens from Creations Morin, which are really nice as well. So like I said, you can see here they have You can see the listing of new items that they have. They have some fall putties, which I'm probably going to buy the fall putties. I love this, how they have this, the sticker that they put onto the tray, and they actually licensed the ability to do that with Rutaconia, which I think is spectacular. You have the drills and I can never say it right, drills and chills tray with the putty and all of that right there. That's tray and putty. So there's lots of different things that they have. I know Joni has been super fantastic as far as being such a great sponsor for the events. They also do pens, so a lot of times they have like a customs list going. So this will kind of show some different companies that they will do blanks from. I don't even know if they're going to have anything in here right now. Probably not, because their pens are pretty sought after. But these are some of the different companies that they'll do pens from. So you can see there's some of them, and here's just a couple, kind of give you an example. These are D-stashes actually. But the pen blanks, those are some of the different ones that they've had from. So I've only ever done them as customs, where I have the blank sent to Creations Morin and then turned. That's the only way I've ever actually done it. I haven't tried to snag any from any of their drops. Putties, they have so many options with putties. You can get a 3 putty pack, 5. You can get a mystery pack, which is what I did. I want to get the fall putty pack, so I might end up doing that one. The trays and 3D printing, where they have trays and towers, organizers and holders. They also do a monthly box, so you can see they had the July and the August box are sold out. I do need to go purchase my potentially purchase the September box. But depending on which you get for these boxes, you can see they have the deluxe pen, or the deluxe, which is the one that comes with a pen, and this one tends to sell out pretty quickly. And you can see that, so, you can see that right there, that one's sold out. So you have to get it like right on drop time, because they only have a limited number of what you could get. So kind of an idea of what you get with the different types of boxes. So you can see here, they have the mini, which is some drills, putty, release paper, regular, which gives you those, plus a tray and a putty holder. And then the deluxe, which also gives you the pen on top of that. So this is a great way to kind of get a little bit of everything from theirs. But that's Creations Morin. Super, super fantastic. Shipping has always been super affordable from Creations Morin. From Canada to the US, shipping has always been super affordable for them. So spectacular company. Love them. Love Joni. She's been super supportive of everything in the diamond painting community. So she's a gem as well. So we're going to move on to the next shop. So next up, we have Shire Shenanigans. This is like my go-to when it comes to cover minders. I have so many Shire Shenanigans cover minders. It's kind of crazy at this point. They live on my fridge. That way I can enjoy them all the time. And then every week or two, I'll go out and I'll swap out what cover minder I'm actually using on my diamond painting. So as you look here, I love her page. And Nicole did such an amazing job with her page. That's Nicole. She actually has her own channel as well. So you can check out Shire Shenanigans to see her. She also has a Patreon that you can join, where you basically get a discount code for anything you want to purchase from her website. And you get a Patreon exclusive cover minder every month as well. So I am part of her Patreon because I think that's I love it. And I love being able to just get new cover minders. So every couple months I'll go in and buy anything that I haven't purchased before. She usually does drops every few weeks or so. She does have a busy life right now. Because she's got a little one. So she does have a busy life. But these are some of the events that she has sponsored. So Claws and Paws, Fan Art Fest. So I'm using this cover minder right now for the current, this is what I've been using on mine. I need to paint it. And these are made out of wood, and I love them. She does, and it's like, if you think, oh, it's just a matter of cutting the wood. No, it's cutting the wood, and then she sands it all down and everything, and then certain cover minders she's actually painted herself. But there's a lot of work that goes into this, and then she has to put the cover minder onto the back. So it's not just, cutting out wood. It's so much more than that, and the quality on these is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. So this is the cover minder that she designed for us for the event for Fan Art Fest. So I think it's super cute. I need to color it. I want to make the stars colored, and then, we've got the moon and kind of the greenery. I want to color this. So these are fantastic to be able to color. So here is one that M Asks Why. So you can go check out M's channel, M Asks Why. M has painted some of them. I actually want to say it was a different friend, Leah, that painted this one. But M has painted a bunch of cover minders at the last retreat. The Crafter's Paradise retreat, but this is the one. I love how this color job turned out. So this is how awesome it can look to color these cover minders, because this is one of her cover minders that's colored in, and you can see how spectacular that looks, all colored in gorgeous. So I have some of them that I've colored on my desk, or on my fridge, but not too many. But there's so many that you can see here. She has been super supportive of so many different events, and that's why you see there's so many of them in here. My event, the Be Happy event, Be a Little Artsy, Summer Sparkle, Wings and Pages, Claws and Paws, the Crafter's Den, Summer Mystery, and then you have Drills and Chills. And I think that is just the cutest thing ever. I love that little pumpkin and the cat. She has some big ones. This is just her new stuff. She has so many cover minders and options that you can do, and the quality is spectacular. So that's the new arrivals. She does have minders, and you have different categories that it can break up into. So bookish ones are always fun. I love the bookish ones. You can see here, these are ones related to different books. There's like 3 pages of cover minders in here. Like, I love the cat ones too. I think I have pretty much every single one of these cat ones, including if it fits, I sits, because, you know, cats. I think, like, I legit think I have every single one of these cat cover minders that she has carried. So this gives you an idea of what it can look like when it's painted. So you can see here, you've got some red and green lights right there. And then you also have the option of going with just the straight black. And then there's the silver and gold lights that she's done for some of them as well. I don't think I see a photo on that one. But there's so many cute cat cover minders. There's more than that, of course. And here's the different event cover minders that she's done and made for some of the different events. So this right here, this is one that we did for this past year, or for my event in the Lunar New Year DP Along for 2026. So that was that one there. So lots of fun options for cover minders. And then she has some additional accessories where you can get earrings. She has some really cute earrings that she's done. She has like hair claws, which I have short hair, so that's not a thing that I would ever actually be able to use. But some of my friends have them and love them, and I think they're just the cutest thing ever. And then, of course, some keychains, which I have the keychains as well because they're so cute. I think I have these top 4 right here because everybody needs a dumpster fire. And then, of course, you can see that there's additional things that she does. Like, she has the large ones. These ones are probably that big around. Some large ones there, which would be really fun to color. And then she has, like, second sale, final run. She does do gift cards. She also does custom nameplates. So I haven't used it in forever, but this right here is my custom nameplate that I had done from her. So it's with the acrylic plastic as opposed to the wood, but this is at Menck Arts and Crafts. That's the one that I had her make for me. I just have not been utilizing it like I should have, so it just like sits here on my easel. But this kind of gives you an idea of what they can look like with some of the different ones that she's done and the different wood choices that you can get for it. And then, of course, like I said, she does have a Patreon with the exclusive designs for the Patreon. So that is Shire Shenanigans. I absolutely love Shire Shenanigans. I love Nicole as well. She's another lovely gem too. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about WeeWax Crafts. So WeeWax is like my go-to wax. Also, I use WeeWax for my wax melts. If I want to make the house smell good, I do the WeeWax wax melts. So she does have a monthly wax subscription where you can get it where it's just where it's basically just the wax, or you can get the wax subscription that's wax and the WeeWax plus the soy wax melt. So I have so this is the basically she'll release different scents there. So like the Summer Storm wax is the current scent that she has available, and it is full beeswax with premium fragrance oils. She also does an unscented in case somebody doesn't want the scenting. And then the wax melts. I love the wax melts. I find the wax melts to be super fantastic. I love how they just make everything smell so good. And the wax melts are a soy wax, so there is no beeswax in the soy wax. And then she will, when it's not sold out, she has this fantastic WeeChap lip balm, which I like. It's very like, it's basically beeswax, shea butter, and coconut oil. Very moisturizing and nourishing for like the lips, and I really like it. And it also acts kind of like, as you can see here, a natural sunscreen. So I absolutely love this particular lip balm, and whenever she has it in stock, I try to snag some for it. She also does do gift cards, and we'll post her own like D-stash items on here. And if you're not tracking, WeeWax is the owner of WeeWax. Laura is Laura from Anxiety Art Adventures. over on YouTube. She's actually hosting the Claws and Paws event right now this month as well. But that's our third sponsor listed here, WeeWax Crafts. My mom is also one of the sponsors. She has made like a bunch of project bags and accessory bags. So my mom is actually an artist. I didn't pull up, she doesn't have like a web page or anything like that. But I think I have her, I should have pulled up her Instagram, which I did not do. Sorry about that. But my mom does, I have it linked down below so you can check it out down below for her Instagram. She's an artist. She's actually licensed with Jaded Gem Shop. And Jade just released her first kit from my mom that you'd be able to check out over at Jaded Gem Shop. And we'll see that in a minute. But she mostly does the, is an artist, designs, like creates artwork, paints, all of that fun stuff. But she also, on top of that, has made like a bunch of project bags for me to do as giveaways. So many project bags. I'll go grab some of them that have not been given away yet. We're going to take a look at some of these project bags. There's a whole variety of styles here for you guys to see. So we have this one right here. It's going to get like a pink innard. And then we've got, you know, different styles for the project bags because she was just playing around. So these are kind of like more accessory bags than anything else. I had her make them where they would be good to put like your diamond painting accessories in. This one right here is such a lovely one. Different styles that she has done. I thought these were great for the event. I love this Ghibli themed one right here. And, you know, so these are some of the project or the accessory bags / project bags that she has made for the event. So I'm super happy about that. And huge shout out and thank you to my mom for being willing to sponsor and create all of these project bags / accessory bags for me, because I think that's been absolutely fantastic. She also designed the Lunar New Year DP Along 2026 cover minder that we saw over on Shire Shenanigans. My mom actually did the artwork design for it, and then Nicole created the cover minder. So next up, we're going to talk about Lady Lathe Customs by Design. So they don't have their own web page. They have a Facebook group. So it's Lady Lathe Customs by Design. It is now a co-op. So there are 3 turners when we look in here. The turners are basically Stacy, the founder. And then on top of Stacy, you'll see you'll see a little of everything. So there's Stacy, there's Dana, and then I want to say there's Vicky is the third one. So they do these beautiful pens. Like, look at this gorgeous pen. It's a hybrid because this portion right down here is wood. So Stacy was actually the first handmade, like, turned pen that I purchased of like a nice custom. Well, it wasn't a custom one, but the first like hand turned pen that I ever purchased was actually from Stacy, and I love that pen. It is probably one of my favorite pens. It's a hybrid and it's still one of my favorite pens. She's also came up with like putting out these putty pickers, and these putty pickers are the cutest thing ever. So the gifts that you guys will see are actually ones that her granddaughter had made to raise money, you know, while she stayed with her over the summer. So this is one of them that Stacy made that I picked up a little bit, like a few months back, but I am in love with this one. It is a flamingo, and I thought this was heavenly. And then, you know, you have the parts of like the resin kind of turned into just beads tucked through, and this works fantastic to get your putty out of your multi-placer. To stick this in and pull it out, and then you don't have to try to use tweezers. I love these. I think I have 2 of these. I have 2 putty pickers of my own, and I think they're super fun, and they're just something totally different, and I love it. It's something so simple and easy that's, you know, a special added thing that you can get. So I do have some of their putty pickers, so that you can see they have some spectacular ones. She does drops on her Facebook page, so this is something that you typically number yourself, and then she'll also have different turners will do drops in her page, on the page here, and you can see this one is from Jacob Jansen Studios. I've seen Cocoon and some different ones. They also make some putties too, and you can see like that's kind of shows a little behind the scenes of how messy putty can be. So huge shout out and thank you to Stacy for all of that. You can see here are some additional blanks that you could get that are some fun ones. And spectacular pens. I love the quality of everything. I have a good number of them. I think I'm actually using like two of the pens. Oh, here's one of the newest ones that I just got from her. This one just came in a few weeks ago. And I thought this one, I just had to snag it because of like the seashells on the beach and the water. And this one's a hybrid. So we have this bottom is wood, this top is resin. And then she had put all the shells on and then put like resin over the top of it to kind of like seal it in place so the shells aren't going to fall off. But it's spectacular, absolutely gorgeous. So now we're going to move on to our next sponsor. And this is going to be Jaded Gem Shop. Jaded Gem Shop has sponsored for the one of the grand prize, and I love this quality. I love Shire Yuki's got some gorgeous artwork. So she does have quite a few hand rendered kits. We're going to take a look at some of the new ones that she has. So you can get a variety of things from Jaded Gem Shop. Here's some of the newer releases that she's posted. And you have so many options. You could be like scroll for days to see everything on here. She has some really cute ones from some different artists. As we look, this one right here is actually the one from my mom. So this right here is kind of what the original artwork looks like. And it's a nice, small, adorable painting. I think I ended up in this kind of, the render idea, the mock-up that she does from that always looks grainier and not as clear as what the actual final image would look like. I want to say that I bought this one in a 50 by 70. Did I buy it in a 50 by 70? I think I bought this one in a 50 by 70. But this shows you Mountain Temple, which is one of my mom's paintings. You can see it right up in here. Here is the art, Suzanne Menck. This is her first one that she's done from Jaded Gem Shop. So that right there is that one. So she has some, she does hand-rendered kits, which you'll hear referred to as pixel charted a lot of times. So you can see there's a whole variety. So everything in this category is stuff that has been hand rendered. She has some that are absolutely massive that she's done, and then other ones that are a little bit smaller. And if you sign up for notifications or emails, then she actually does send out an email. And there's usually a discount code of some type in there in that email. But this kind of shows you she has a lot, like 10 pages of hand rendered kits in here as we look. So tons of options. She also has recently just started out some mega-sized hand-rendered kits and mega-sized hybrid kits for anyone that is participating in the Mega Drill Challenge moving forward. You just have to order them large enough. Let me go ahead and find, so like this one is a Akotar one. You would have to make sure, like the smallest size you could get would be the 80 by 120. Would be this one right here if you wanted to do this for the Mega Drill Challenge. So that's a beautiful piece of art by Mage on Duty. So it's a very large image. So anyways, she has some of those mega sizes, which you will count as long as you make sure that the total sides equal up to 200, sorry. A lot of Old Masters ones. There's a whole variety in here, as you can see. And this is anything she has that would meet that 200 centimeter size point. And then a lot of them are the hybrid render. And this is basically where it's kind of cleaned up. That's what I'm working on right now is Seafoam. And Seafoam is actually a hybrid render for that one. And then you can also shop by artist, by collections. She does sell some special drills and regular drills. So if you want like good resin square drills, then that's where I would probably source them from Jaded Gem Shop from there. And then especially for like the resin squares. Next up we have Leopard Leatherworks, and Leopard Leatherworks is actually running a discount for us for the entire month of August. So I have that linked below, or I have the code put down below for you guys. But they have a lot of diamond painting goodies. They tend to do a lot of customs, which is why you don't see anything when we say here, but they have plenty of blanks. So if there's, and they don't even have all of the blanks that they have are not showcased here. That's something that you can either have blanks sent to them or you can reach out to them. This will kind of show you the price point to have them turn a pen for you. They also have some additional things. They have like, here's some wooden nickel cover minders. They have some these trays, so like the resin trays there, additional accessories, so like different holders. You can see this is a drink can opener. Here is storage, like a wood storage for your round drill containers. And you can see there also can be a category for pre-ordering different things. So this means that they will turn them they'll create it. You can also find that they have some jewelry in here as well. A lot of it is like the chainmail style, so which is super cool. I want to say that it's one of their sons that does this. And then they have a link to Ken and John Woodworking. I think that's some friends of theirs. But really, when it comes down to it, I need to pull out some of my pens since I'm not seeing them in here and show you guys some different pens from Leopard Leatherworks, because they have some fantastic options. It's just they tend to work more on the custom size of house now. All right, I had to find the pens because I have so many pens. I had to find the pens in my, we're gonna slide this out of the way so we don't have that atrocious glare. Because I have them all set up, and this is one of them that's actually in my destash list. So I pulled that one out so you guys can see. It's really pretty with the black and the white. I just had to kind of like, basically I had to draw the line somewhere. This was one that they did they've been awesome, and Carrie and Tim Costello, they have sponsored every single event that I've done, basically. This is a blank that they did for the Year of the Dragon, for Lunar New Year DP along. So there is that beauty there. And then like this is one of them. So these are some that I sent to them as customs. So I could get like the grip and the thickness that I wanted for it. And my Fire and Ice pen, I think, is buried. It's in my travel stuff because I do take that with me when I go places for trips. But I love this one here. And then we have, here is another one from them. I love the flowers in here. So this is one super, super pretty. And we have a few more in here. Actually, I have a whole bunch more in here. So I love the green and pinks of this one here. This one was a pretty straightforward, simple one of my earlier ones from them. Here is a mermaid tail one. I thought that was absolutely gorgeous. This is probably a cocoon blank where they did the inset, the 3D printed inset in there. Absolutely fun. Fabulous. And I love the brown and greens in this one here. That one is super, super gorgeous. So you can see this beauty right there. We have a few more. I definitely have some more pens. Let me see how many more. I think there are 4 more right here that are just easy access I'm going to showcase. I love this one. This one is kind of like the counterpoint foil pen to Fire and Ice is this one right here, and it's very pretty. I love that color palette. I do love all of the gold flake that we have in this pen right here. And I went with this little bit of a thicker, different style grip right there for it, but I do love that one. And then this one right here is a little bit thinner, so it's kind of on the too thin side for me. I used to really like the thin pens, and now I found that I don't like the thin pens anymore. I like them to be more of a medium or a standard thickness, but I did used to go with super, super thin. But this is a stunning, stunning pen that they turned. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But that gives you guys a little bit of a hint at some of the beautiful pens that you can get from Leopard Leatherworks. So I'll pull my iPad back over, and we can continue looking at our sponsors. So that is Leopard Leatherworks. Sorry, I have sushi in my hands because she's being needy and yelling at me. So I'm holding a sushi. In case you wanted to know, here is a sushi foot and a sushi tail. So I'm holding her while I work. All right. So next up we have DP with Sparklers. So DP with Sparklers is my go-to place for purchasing special drills. I think I have found out of the quality of the drills that I get has been fantastic, wonderful customer service, everything else. And every time I enhance a kit, it's pretty much a DP with Sparklers enhancement. So as we look, you're going to see they have so many different options. I should put my glasses back on so we can see. So as we look at DP with Sparklers, this kind of showcases some of the new drills that they have. They have a whole new set of colorways that they've got, colors they've gotten in this crystal confetti. And a crystal confetti drill is such a fabulous drill. I love crystal confetti. And I really need to purchase basically every single one of these. So crystal confetti is stunning. They also will do enhancement suggestions for different kits in this, and they'll list them and showcase. These are all kits that they have just done recent enhancement suggestions for. So they've got Cloud Hoodie. I'm gonna have to check that out and see what they've doing for the enhancement suggestions for that. So that's something that I love that they do, are the enhancement suggestions. And that's how many of them that they've done recently. It's crazy how many they've done. They also will sell some things in sets. I do love the sets. I have so many sets. I'll showcase for you guys some of the different sets. I have a lot of these different sets that you're seeing here. I find them fantastic. They're just nice to have everything, all of the colors of what they carry in something in just like a small little contained area. I'm a sucker for sets. That's something that totally gets me. And you have to log in to see the prices. That's why we're not seeing any prices on here, because I am not actually logged in. They do also have some 3D printed items as well. So these are like little trash minder guys, these little hippos for trash. They do have this dazzle deck, which is a great way to, if you store all of your drills, your specials in like round containers. They have the dazzle decks with the inserts that you can display all of those with. They have this jerry-majigger, which basically is kind of like a line up your corners optimally when you're getting ready to start a diamond painting. And then you can see here, trash can, more jerry-majiggers, all the colors you could possibly want. They do have inserts for the art dot storage containers. I used to use the art dot storage containers, but they were just taking up way too much space. So my mom actually has those now, and I went to other stuff. And then they have like one of the biggest things is all of the enhancement suggestions. So I'm actually going to log in. Let me turn this here, and then we're going to take a look at some of the things that you can see. So the website is not cooperating with me right now to be able to showcase all of the enhancement suggestions. This is just one of them. You can still search everything, but it's not letting me drop down and look at stuff. So this shows you what you would need to buy and what they're suggesting for the enhancement suggestions for Cloud Hoodie. It shows all of them that you would have here. They have one that's not in stock. So this is a way that you can kind of like click on each individually and add them to your cart. So this is the... well, if you want to go to the instructions, this is basically what their instructions look like. It's basically saying, hey, for the entire canvas, you're going to swap those for those for the entire canvas. And then for just parts of it, so like just the stars on the hoodie would be this Twisted Mocha Onyx for these dark stars that we see on the hoodie right there. And that would be just in that area, not the entire canvas for that particular 310. Because there is going to be 310 up in the top. So that kind of shows that. I'm going to grab some of my specials and show you guys some of those special drills. So I'm going to showcase you guys just a few of the different specials that you can get from DP with Sparklers. So these are some of the sets right here. So these are going to be the pearls for squares ABs. So you can see, look how gorgeous these colors are. I love little sets like this because I love being able to just, you know, look at everything and see, okay, hey, here's some pearls for squares AB 310. Here's some in like these pretty pinks. And these are ones that you'd utilize pretty much as like an accent. There's some of them that I had in multiple bags of, and that's this one right here, this AB 745. So that's going to be like the pearl for square set. And then we can also see this right here is the half pearls. So the half pearls, I usually keep it like this. So you can see, okay, here is I have it set up where basically those are those. And these ones are nice if I just want to add for like that big bling on the edge of the canvas. I just pull one of these out and pop them in place. But those are the pearls, the half pearls basically, 6mm. So these ones are for round drill canvases. These are the quad cubes, which I use these on both round and squares. And you can see whenever I'm enhancing and adding these quad cubes, I just basically go fishing in here to pick the color that I want to add to the canvas. Like I just added a bunch of these white ones to a canvas that I just finished, and I added a handful of these. I think I added some of this color and some of this color. I've recently added a bunch of, like, you can see the colors that I've used more than other colors because there's not nearly as much left in some of these containers right through here compared to some of the other colors that I have not done as much of. Like the greens, surprisingly enough, I have not done too many of the greens, but I've done a lot of like the pinks and the yellows, a little bit of some of these purples, and then these ones right through here in the front. So that shows those ones. So those are the sets. I love the sets for the ease of just being able to pull it up and go for it. Here are going to be some of their round specials. So you can see here, these are the Pixie Dust dust drills. Amazing, excellent quality. These are from a kit that I just finished. Here are some crystal 413. So you can see they are some really dark crystals. There's some sparklers in here. The sparklers do come in this sealed, heat-sealed baggie. I tend to leave them like this until I put them into my storage. What I'm going to start doing now, though, for anything like sparklers or anything that comes in round shape. So they have sparklers for squares, which are a smaller round. I'm just going to start utilizing them. I'm just going to start buying this for squares version, and then I can use them on both square and round paintings, which I've done that, like with the pearls for squares, I've used on both round and square. I do love these sparklers. And there's more pixie dust. Here's an AB. I do love the quality on all of these is spectacular. Occasionally there will be some issues with some of their square crystals, but that's been more like when they find a defective batch, then they will like heavily discount it and tell you to buy, and you can get like 2 bags instead of 1. So that way you have enough that fit the size of your the shape of your canvas. This is a crystal AB. I do love crystal ABs. So it's a crystal with like that AB coating, and I love, love, love crystal ABs. So this is an example of some of the round specials that you have. And then this right here is a set of, from another canvas that I just recently finished that was square drills. So you can see here we have our square dust drills, which have the mica coating on them, some square crystals, and both of these square crystals were spectacular quality. I had no issues with them. I also used some slivers and some sliverettes. And you can see I've used this beautiful purple metallic right there. I don't think I even opened this one because I ended up using the other one. So this is a sparkler for squares. So you can see they're round, but they're a little bit smaller than our sparklers, our regular round sparklers. It's like a subtle size difference for them. So honestly, I will just buy sparklers for squares and use it for both round and square canvases because it will just still add more metallic. Here's an AB. Well, here's the bubbles. I do love the bubbles. They're like very three-dimensional. They're like these glass bubbles. ABs. Here, I have a lot of ABs in here. Very pretty ABs. More ABs, 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 ABs. I think the rest of those are all ABs. So I used a lot of enhancements. I did like a full rainbow set of colors. Like, look at that. That's spectacular. So huge shout out to DP with Sparklers because I am in love with their enhancements. And that's what I use for all of my kits. Whenever I enhance a kit, I use these. So those are ones that I need to actually to kit down because I just finished the canvases that those ones were from. So now we're going to go ahead and bring our computer or our iPad back over, and we're going to take a look at the rest of our sponsor goodies. So that was DP with Sparklers. And then the last one we have is Casey Ventures. And Casey Ventures has these 3D printed trays and trinket trays. Let me grab, I have a couple of them I'm going to showcase for you guys right here. I know, baby cat. So here are a couple from the recent ones that I've gotten from them. So they're kind of like an ergonomic tray, if that makes sense for you. And you can choose whether you want it for right-handed or left-handed for these. So this right here, this is going to be the, here we go. So here, this one, I think I got so this one right here, you can see it's made where you hold your fingers like this, and then your thumb right there, and you hold it in this facing position there. So same thing, you can see this right here. This one was from, as we look, this is from the retreat. So it's on the, I don't think it even says it on the bottom, but this one was from the retreat that I did, the Crafters Paradise retreat, which was basically like very high quality. I love the white with the black grid lines. And then they have the little, this thing opening to pour your drills out. And I like that it has a center spout. You hold it just like this. This is how you hold their ergonomic tray is, I put the lid in backwards. That was a me thing. It's like, why does that not feel right? I feel like the lid should be facing that way. This is what I get for trying to do it awkwardly. So boom, just like that. But you can see there, that works. Even though, like, realistically, you could just put it in this way. Even though normally the pull tab is on the back, you could still put it this way and then just slide it out like that. It fits better if you do it the proper way, though, which is like this. So anyways, this is their tray to be held like this, or you just let it sit on your table, which that's really what I do for these ones because I don't hold my tray this direction. I hold my tray like this. So that kind of gives you an idea of, like, I hold my tray like this, so I would need like a backwards way of doing it if I wanted to hold my tray the way that it said, because it's like I could hold this, but I hold it this way. So I would need like a tray for a lefty, which means I'd hold it in my right hand, but I would need the thumb grip to face the opposite way of the finger grips. So they're all made to face the same way. I would need it, because I go like this, I would need fingers one way, thumb the opposite way, which would be more of this direction. But that's just, so that's why I don't hold their tray. And it looks like we have 2 different sizes here. So this was their Christmas in July box that they did. And you can see this is the tray for the Christmas in July box. And here is, so it's a little bit shorter. It's still the same width. As you look, it's still the same width as the Crafter's Paradise Retreat tray that they sponsored for us, but those are the ergonomic trays, which are great if you hold your tray in like the standard tray holding way. And then you can see here, this is the trays. Then they have, you know, this one, or the trinket tray, that's what it's called, the trinket tray. And they have ergo, or I think it's like a lefty versus a righty way for the ergo versus orgy. And it's made to kind of reduce hand fatigue while you are doing any of your diamond painting or anything. So ergo is right-handed painters who hold the tray in their left hand. Ogre is for left-handed painters who hold the tray in their right hand. So that's what you see there. And we're going to take a look at what they have here. And they have different ones. So here's the Fourth Wing inspired diamond painting tray, which I think is super cool. It is such a classic Fourth Wing image. That would be perfect for like Fan Art Fest. Like a lot of these would be good for like Fan Art Fest. Firefly, that would be great for Fan Art Fest. Fairy Tales and Folklore, you could use that for fan art. There's so many different options that they have as far as the trays that you see in here. Some excellent trays for that. And they're a nice size as well. For these, you can see they sponsored, it's not loading, but they do have gift cards. My internet is being very, very slow. There's a Terrason. So that's, you know, Fourth Wing here, springing in with Kettner event. They did Stoke Your Dragonfire event. There's Sailor Summer. A lot of different options of trays. They also have a putty. So there's lots of different options that you can get for the trays that they carry. And I think that's super fantastic. And they've been super supportive. And like they were one of them that reached out to me, which I think is awesome. And huge thank you to them for reaching out to me as sponsors to kind of add in, because they're a new shop to me, because it's like my first time really interacting with them or hearing them was basically the July box and then the retreat canvas. So they are definitely some high quality trays, very thick, very sturdy. You don't have to worry about them breaking in any shape, way, shape, or form. But that kind of gives you a little bit of a rundown and synopsis of some of the sponsors that we have, who are absolutely fantastic. I'm going to close these down so we can see. So as you can see, we had Creations Morin that we talked about, Shire Shenanigans, WeeWax Crafts, we mentioned my mom, Suzanne Menck. We have Lady Lathe Customs, we have Jaded Gem Shop, Leopard Leatherworks, DP with Sparklers, and Casey Ventures. So huge shout out and huge thank you to every single one of these sponsors. Doing an event like this would not be possible in any way, shape, or form without the amazing, amazing assistance of all of our sponsors. They are instrumental when it comes to doing a diamond painting event, because without them, like, yes, it's fun to diamond paint along with somebody, but it's always fun to be able to enter for prizes and have prizes that we can send out to you guys. So a huge shout out and thank you to them for sponsoring the events, and I just wanted to showcase and kind of feature them for you guys and have a dedicated video where you could see what all they have and the shops that I have stuff from. Like I could show you, I have an entire drawer of WeeWax. I didn't even bother showing. I have an entire drawer of WeeWax, but here's one of my favorite scents that I've really been enjoying for WeeWax. This is Festive Fireside. So I've had this one for a hot minute. I do absolutely love the scent. You can see it, a little bit goes a long way. And if you're somebody like this, works great. You can use this WeeWax for both diamond painting WeeWax, because I use this in my single placer. It also works well to diamond paint with ABs. I'll do it in a multi-placer for ABs if they're being troublesome with my putty. It does maybe, like, it's wax, so it can leave a little bit of a coating, but you can wipe that coating off at the end when you're done with your painting. And I love these. This is what I put in all my single placers is WeeWax. And then I use the wax melts in my wax melter, a wax warmer that I have here in the office. So that way I can have some good smelling stuff whenever I want. Hi, girl. Sushi's judging me because I won't let her into the closet. She wants in the closet. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you for hanging in there and checking out all of these small shops that we have. And if you can and you want to, go support them and purchase because they have fantastic quality. I'm pleased with everything that I have from any of these small shops. I'm not going to have somebody sponsor that I don't enjoy the quality of their work from. So yes, definitely go check them out and see. I have all of their pages and websites and everything linked down below for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.